Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I am here in the cinema. I'm in Croydon Grants and I'm gonna watch the Suicide Squad. So this will be my review. I'm just making my way to the cinema now. So I'll be back with you in a second. Okay, so I'm back home, back from the movie. Basically I'm gonna start off by reading my tweet, which is just like a quick overview of my thoughts of the Suicide Squad. Then we'll kind of like get into the main body of this review. Right, so my tweet. Just watched the Suicide Squad, loved it. If you were on the fence about the first film, this one will win you over. This is the Suicide Squad we have all been waiting for. Congratulations to all involved. Watch out for my review video, hashtag TUNJITALKS. Right, okay, review. So, okay, let's be frank. I was late, so I believe I missed like the first 2 to 3 minutes of the movie. But by the time I got into my seat, essentially it was all guns blazing. Do you know what I mean? We're in the thick of it from the very go. So the movie, it's really gory actually. If you don't like gore and blood and guts, then this movie, this movie is not for you. Amanda Waller, oh my goodness, she shines in this movie. The idea comes over from the first movie that if you don't do what Amanda Waller says, then you're out, you're gone, you're dead. You feel this even more in this movie. Then there are a lot of WTF moments in this movie. You know, there's a huge moment, then it kind of lulls you in, then there's another huge moment. You know, James Gunn did a wonderful job. So this movie is split up into chapters. I really like that. You know, you feel the movie goes along at a nice steady pace, and you know, there's a lot of action, but there's also a great story to it. The action doesn't overwhelm the story, which is nice to see. You know, for me, this is to date, this is the best superhero movie of 2021 so far. The only other movie I can think of right now is Black Widow. You know, Black Widow's all right. But enough of that. This movie is it's really touching. There are a lot of kind of like touching, heartfelt moments in this movie, which you know, really enjoyed. This movie blows the first Suicide Squad out of the water, and in this movie, you know, you really feel connected to the characters, but there's also the possibility that the character you're connected to could die at any moment. So, you know, it is a gut punch. So be warned about that. But yeah, really loved the obscure characters that James Gunn picked. You know, they really work. You know, initially when the very first trailer came out, I wasn't sold on the movie, really wasn't sold. But, you know, the characters work really well. The dynamic, love the back and forth dynamic, especially between John Cena's character and Idris Elba's character. And speaking of Idris Elba's character, I love the fact, like, they didn't get Idris Elba's character to do an American accent. I know he can do like a flawless American accent, but I love the fact that his character was British, and, you know, that really kind of played into the character's kind of like dryness, dry wittiness, and it really worked. Yeah, so I really enjoyed this movie. If I could, I would see it again right now. Like, loved it that much. Also, there are 2 post-credit scenes. So when the movie is finished, stay in your seat. Stay in your seat. You won't want to miss the 2 post-credit scenes. So what's next? So James Gunn has done a prequel series with John Cena, who plays Peacemaker, and that will be coming to HBO Max, and that will be released like later on this year. I want to see more of the characters from Suicide Squad. Obviously, James Gunn is moving on to direct Guardians of the Galaxy 3 next, so it might be maybe 2 years, maybe a year and a half before we see anything else to do with the Suicide Squad apart from the Peacemaker thing. But yeah, that's my review. Really enjoyed it. Just quickly, it was the first time for me going to a View in a few years, because I was recently working at a cinema, so I used to watch my movies there. So it was nice to go to like a different cinema chain and experience watching a movie. Yeah, View was really good. I haven't been in a while, but yeah, really enjoyed my experience at View. Yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and see you soon.